race one of the Alaman TT 2023.
This is it. In our sport, this is the big showdown.
Away they go. We are three-wheel racing in the Isle of Man once again. And is it going to be the Ben and Tom Birchall show, or will it be Pete Frowns and Jevon Walmsley? What are we going to see from Ryan and Callum Crowe?
More outfits leaving the grandstand. Bit of wheel spin away there.
That's extremely close.
To be up in 5th place as a newcomer is brilliant.
That is even quicker.
Yep, you see the helicopter struggling to keep up.
Frowns and Walmsley. Gaggle of outfits coming up the mountain. Super hard to pass here.
They're not scared of jumping that outfit, that is for sure.
Continue to try the throttle hard on the exit there. Have a look at this. Now they've done it. They've broken the 120 mark on lap 2. Absolutely incredible.
We have witnessed history at the Isle of Man once again.
They take the checkered flag.
And the arm raised, and rightly so. What a performance from Ben and Tom Birchall.
Everything were right, Tom were perfect. 100 years of cycle racing. What a ride, it was something else.
We made up with the second lap, we broke the 119. Let's see if we can go a bit more in the next race.
Never really thought that I'd ever turn right into this park firmly again. We're so happy.
What a way to celebrate the centenary.
If TTs were meant to be easy, everyone would have a go at doing it, wouldn't they?
Road racing is far more exhilarating, pumps the old adrenaline up massively.
This thing hits the bumps. I mean, your chin takes a pounding, your body takes a pounding.
I think I'm built for the bumps.
Get what you're giving here. Got to try.
It's TT, isn't it? That's what we expect.
It is what it is now. 3 laps today. Just get a finish, get home, have a beer.
Battle against the course, battle against yourself. It's what the TT's about, isn't it?
Just glad to be here in the 100th anniversary.
And away we go.
Look at the speed. That looks far from comfortable. Absolutely tied in a knot in that sidecar outfit, trying to hide from the wind. Very exciting young pairing.
This is that wheel spin as they come out of Quarter Bridge there. On it. Just look at this. Taking an absolute battering.
Yeah, they're not going to back off to the end. They've got to keep the pressure on the Birchalls.
Through the timing feed, they've broken their own lap record. Look at this.
Oh, look at the speed.
Unreal.
Heart's pounding now. It's hard work, we all know that.
Obviously, it's completely different around here.
There's officially 2 pensioners on this bike.
I just hang on to him, to be fair. I've just done my fastest ever lap.
Driver's up for it, and I'm up for it, so hopefully we can push on a bit more.
So impressive. Oh, look at him go.
Tucking in now and up through the gears. It's an absolutely epic performance from Ben and Tom Birchall. Their 11th TT win in a row, a total of 14.
Wow, what a phenomenal TT.
To do 120 lap at 100 years, to come away with 2 wins, mega. Shame on the top step, but 120 is a bonus, isn't it? To get 3rd out of the week we've had, couldn't ask for anything else. We managed to do a 120, so next year's got to be 121, hasn't it?
It's been a bit wild at the end here, hasn't it? Huh? Yeah.
It's going to make TT 2024 something to behold.
Hello, freewheelers around the world. My name's Jack, and you join me on this glorious Friday morning. We've got the superb freewheeling merch tent, the freewheeling HQ at the grandstand behind me. And it's long before the sidecars are even due for scrutineering, so they're not in the holding bay yet. So you're going to join me as we go right round the paddock, seeing who we can find. So come on then, let's take a walk. I tell you what, it's superb weather today. It's fantastic. They've got 2 qualifying sessions, one at 1 o'clock and then one later on at 8:10 this evening, which is fantastic. They've got the opportunity to get up to 5 laps in today, which is amazing, especially for those people who haven't qualified. For those of you who don't know, to qualify you have to do 3 laps of the course with at least 1 at race pace, which is within 120% of the fastest time set so far. So the fastest time so far is 118.8 mile an hour, which means that the qualifying speed is going to have to be around 98 mile an hour, which means that the teams have to do at least 1 lap at over 98 miles an hour, which is fantastic. And they've got plenty of time today. There's going to be so much temperature in the track. The sun's not meant to go in until it sets tonight. So we're in for a fine one. And also in the practice this morning, the bikes have to run on a full tank of fuel because that affects all the handling. It makes a massive difference. Like going into the Quarter Bridge, you've got so much more inertia that it's harder to stop. So here we go into the first area of the paddock. Let's see who can find it. Down here we've got 2 times world champion Todd Ellis and Emmanuel Clement. Let's go and see if they're about. Look at that bike. That has to be one of the most beautiful bikes in the paddock. It is superbly turned out. Jack. Fantastic, Emmanuel. How are we doing? So we're just admiring your bike because we have to say it's one of the finest bikes turned out in the paddock. It looks beautiful, both when it's sat here and it's going around the track. But how's your week been going so far?
Yeah, what little of a week we've had, yeah, it's been all right, but yeah, just nice. It's a shame we couldn't get any more laps, but yeah, the weather's looking good today, so hopefully we can get another load of laps in today.
Oh, fantastic. And of course, you're both newcomers here. You've done some stunning times at 109 mile an hour. Have you done so far?
110.8, I think we did.
110.8 mile an hour lap. That is unbelievable. And also, Manuel, you've had a vast experience on sidecars, but mostly on the Formula 1 chassis. You've not had much on a Formula 2 before. So how are you finding it?
Yeah, it's just different. We had a lot of training beginning of the year at Val de Vienne in France and then a bit in England. But of course, yeah, it's a different place and different type of racing. So it's learning everything from scratch.
Fantastic. Now, of course, you are 2 times world champions, which is absolutely outstanding. You're doing the world championship this year on the Formula 1, but you're not doing much else apart. You seem to be concentrating on the F2, especially in the domestic scene in the UK and stuff. Right?
Yeah, definitely. We like running the F1 bike, and it's always a pleasure to ride. So we're doing the world championship with that. Up till this, we was focusing on the F2 a bit more, and we're going to carry on riding this, doing the British Championship on this as and when we can, and yeah, just leave the long bike to the World Championship and the odd other special rounds like. But yeah, we're not concentrating so much on the British Championship like we have done in the last couple of years.
Oh, fantastic. So, Emmanuel, so is it a vast different style of passengering from a Formula 1 to Formula 2, and especially at the TT?
Yeah, especially here, you don't need to work as hard as the corner. It's more like being at a good time at the good place at a good time. But also, the most important, it's being comfortable on the platform when there's a lot of bumps and carry on to do the 3 laps of the race. So, yeah. Just different.
Fantastic. Now, of course, you've got your fantastic step behind you, Gary Bryan, and you've got a brilliant team of mechanics. What's your plan for today, then?
Today we're going to go out 2 laps again, just keep getting the laps in. Then I think we've got a bit of time in between, so we're going to get a motor in, change the engine, brakes, tyres, everything like that, and then just 1 lap tonight to bed everything in, ready for the big 3 laps tomorrow.
Oh, spot on. Thank you very much. Have a brilliant day and all the best for qualifying. We'll just get a freewheeling. Marvellous. Good luck, David. They are an outstanding pairing. They are, well, not only on paper, but in my mind, in reality, they are the 2 greatest sidecar racers about at the moment. It is so exciting. 110.8 mile an hour at the TT for the first time here. It's not even race week. They've only had 2 sessions out. It is going to be so interesting and exciting about what they're going to do today. Isn't this paddock brilliant, though? It is electric in here. The atmosphere is just brilliant. There's hundreds and thousands of spectators. They've come from all over the world. I know someone who came on the ferry yesterday, and they said there was about 5 cars and the rest were just bikes. They are fans from all over, all come to this lovely little island in the Irish Sea to see the Isle of Man TT. Now we've got here on the left there, you can see the pairing of Ben Birchall and Kevin Russo. Again, they've been a solid about 3rd fastest so far. Hello. They've been getting on really well. Of course, a new pairing this year, and they've been outstanding. You don't want a quick chat just about what's going on today, do you?
Yeah, can do if you want.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to say.
So obviously it's a fine day today. You've got the opportunity to get 5 laps in. Do you know what the plan is?
I honestly don't. I've only just come down myself. Ben and Kevin in RI doing some promotional work, I think. So I really don't know.
Oh, fantastic.
All I know is that the scrutineers have just put over the tannoy. They want the sidecars up there, and they want a full load of fuel, but they've only just told them, which is a bit,
Yeah, that's not.
Anyway,
but at least you get a qualifying session on the full tank of fuel, because obviously that will affect the handling, won't it?
Oh, it does. Yeah. Well, they always do that anyway. Ben and Tom was like they always have done. That it's very important.
Yeah,
it's got to be just right, because in qualifying, because if you don't put a full fuel tank in, and then you go out and race on a fuel tank, the bike's totally different, handle's totally different.
I see. That's a really interesting point. And of course, they seem to be working on it, but I think they're just putting fuel in at the moment. But everything else going with the bike so far?
Everything's fine. Yeah. They're happy. Everything's going according to plan.
Absolutely marvellous. And they seem to have gelled really well with Ben and Kevin.
They have. Yeah. Kevin's a good lad. He's about the same weight as Tom. Similar build. So everything's going fine.
Fantastic. And what do you yourself make of the TT so far then?
What do I make of it?
Yeah. So far this year.
It's just the same as always. The only thing that spoils it, and it spoils it for everybody, is what happened last night on Mountain, which upsets an awful lot of people because it ruined a lot of people's evening. It's just, I don't know if it's just stupidity. I don't know the full details of what happened on the Mountain, but it caused a full session of practice, which would have been ideal last night, to be cancelled.
Well, the situation going on, of course it was a serious accident on the Mountain, but like you say, you've got 2 sessions today. You've got the opportunity to get up to about 5 laps in 5 or 6 laps possibly, if you've got the finger out. But so they've got a great amount of time today, and the race tomorrow as well, which would be fantastic. Superb.
Looking forward to it all.
Brilliant.
We want the sunshine to carry on.
Well, it's a beautiful blue sky today, so hopefully it should be fantastic. I tell you what a beautiful bike that is. I mean, look at the engine down here. It's nearly completely flat. Is that for all the aerodynamics and the airbox on top with the intake coming in at the bottom and the beautiful work done to the exhaust? It is an absolutely stunning bike with a fine piece of engineering. Spot on. Well, thank you very much, everybody. Have a good day. The work that has gone into that bike to get that as great as it is outstanding. You cannot say that any Sidecar competitor here isn't committed. Never mind Ben Birchall. Look at these. So we got Michael Dunlop. There's Michael Dunlop's on in here. Michael Dunlop's on in here. And look at this. Now let's have a little look down here. Let's see if we can find down in this section of Paddock. This sunshine's great. Now here you can see John Holden's CES actually being worked on. I know they had a few problems during qualifying, but I think they've got it starting to get it sorted. Oh, it's not John Holden, sorry. It's Bob Dawson's machine, LCR. Now, hello, Bob. Can we just get a quick word? What's happening here then with your bike?
Oh, well, it's a mandated full fuel load today.
Yeah.
So we're just doing a bit with the ride out, and John's lending his years of expertise. So, a bit of a last-minute panic, but we're getting there.
Fantastic. Have you ridden with a full tank of fuel before?
We were close one of the other nights, yeah. I think we had sort of 5 litres less than a full load, so hopefully it won't feel too much different, I don't think. But we just need to see how it's going to feel. Now it's quite a lot higher on the ride height than it was, but I think it'll be okay.
Yeah, no, fantastic.
Steady away.
Are you having a good TT so far yourself?
Yeah, great, thanks. Yeah, really good, really good.
Oh, now this is a brilliant example of how the Sidecar community. People say the Sidecar community is like a family, and it really is, because look, you got number 30 here, Bob Dawson, coming to number 6, John Holden, with all the years of expertise, like you say, and you're all helping each other out.
It's John's old bike. he won 2006 TT on it, so he's. I think he's emotionally invested.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, but no, it's beautiful, man.
He showed us round on the newcomers lap, and he was really good, sort of helping us out there. Watch your back. He was really good helping us out on that, so felt I could come and ask him for a bit of assistance.
Oh, superb. And of course, you went on that lap with Haley yesterday.
Yeah.
Are you trying to get as many laps in as possible to try and learn the spot?
Yeah, just going round with Matt, because we don't get a lot of time to talk together about doing a lap. When we come and do our newcomers stuff, we do it on our own with someone who's done our discipline. So it's really good to get a a bit of a debrief, and you just remember things as you're going round, like, oh, what did you think to that, and that kind of thing. So yeah, it was really good.
Oh, fantastic. Well, you got the opportunity to get up to about 5 laps in today. So do you think you're going to make the most of that? Do you think you're just going to keep going round and round as much as possible?
Okay, is one of them a bit longer than the other?
Yeah, I think the morning session's nearly an hour long today, I believe. So.
Okay, right. Well, I've been struggling a little bit with my arms actually, so I don't know whether we're doing 5 laps, but maybe, I don't know, maybe go for 2 in the first one and then maybe 1 in the second one, just to, you know, keep the stress down a little bit on the old body.
I see. Well, of course, tomorrow's a big day, isn't it? The first of 2 big days, so that's the important one. But yeah, no, spot on. Well, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your qualifying.
Cheers.
And could you get freewheeling off you?
Well, where'd you go with it?
Father son pairing of John and James Saunders, number 18. They've had a fine TT. Again, that's another one of John Oden's old bike as well, isn't it? I'm talking about John Oden, here he is now.
Hello there, you alright?
How you doing, that? Yeah. How's this going for you so far?
We've had a mixed session. We had a few stoppages, but we'll be all right. Everything's good.
Have you qualified yet?
It's debatable. No, we haven't, because we haven't got a time in. We've done the 3 laps of a sort, but we haven't got a time in yet.
Just
so.
watch you back there.
But that's just how it happens sometimes. So there's no problem.
No problem. No stress today, and you've got the opportunity to get quite a few laps in today, so you should be pleased with that. Oh, apparently it's not 5. We've just heard in, but
I think they flag all at 30 and 45, which will only probably give us time for 2 in this session, and then I'm not sure about tonight, just how long we've got.
Yeah, I think it's a 40-minute session tonight.
All right, yeah, so we should get 2 in tonight as well then, so that's good.
No, it'd be fantastic. And of course, it's your first time here with very experienced passenger as well, Frank Clare. How are we getting on together?
Yeah, it's just different. I'm on a different engine, different bike, different passenger. Different weather, different problems, so it's all different, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So yeah, I think looking forward to today, just have some nice sweet laps and then be good.
Spot on, fantastic. And again, you'll be all set for tomorrow then after that, won't you?
Yeah, hopefully with no dramas today, and then we can just relax a bit tonight and get it ready for tomorrow, and then job's good.
Marvellous. Now, John, you would know exactly. So obviously, the qualifying today, you have to have a full tank of juice. Now, what exactly would that do to the handling?
Yeah, it was brought out because all of a sudden you've got a full tank of juice and you might have practiced all week with just 20-30 litres in. So it's just going to make it a bit dozier, a bit heavier around the corners, do you know what I mean? And you probably won't notice much, but it just means that you've got the experience of going out there with that full tank. So it won't be masses different, because 30 litres to 40 litres is probably... You know what I mean? So it's not massive. Most people will have filled it up for 2 laps anyhow, which could be around 30 litres if they're carrying a bit extra. So it's another 10 kilograms. So it's not massive.
Oh, spot on. Thank you very much, John. Well, all the best for today. I hope you have a fantastic qualifying, and can just get free win off you.
I've got a dodgy hand.
Marvellous. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
Now, hang on. Dead opposite, you got the PFM brake systems performance. And now let's see who we can find in here. Oh, now it's a certain Welsh cycle legend, Keith Walters. Do you fancy a little chat?
I tell you what, I'll have a chat in there if you can mend this. How does that sound?
Oh, dear me. So what's happening with you then at the moment, Keith?
Well, I'm just helping Alison here on the stand at the moment, and watching everybody else working.
So what is PFM? The brake performance company, aren't they?
They make brake systems and also dry sumps, discs, hubs. They can also service fuel injectors. Quite a lot of odds and ends that they do, yes.
So, Spot, you mentioned something there called a dry sump. Now, what is a dry sump? What's the difference between that and a normal sump in an engine?
In a normal sump, the oil sits in the bottom. With a dry sump, you have a separate oil tank, and this then, instead of having a deep sump, you have that on there, and you have different types of oil pump depending on the engine, and they take the oil from the bottom and put it back into the oil tank, so you don't get problems with oil surge when you're cornering. So it's a safety thing, really. It stops your engine blowing to bits.
And spot on. And is it the dry sump that enables people like the Birchwoods and the Crows to tip the engine further forward?
Yes.
Absolutely, yes, because you don't have the oil moving about the engine then, do you?
That's it. Yeah.
Spot on. Well, all the best for you, Keith. We just thought we'd call in to say hello. We'll just get a freewheeling off you. Marvellous, thank you very much, sir. Well, I hope he gets his labelling fixed. But he's always great at crackers, isn't he, Keith Rose? Of course, we saw him down at the pre-TT. It's a week ago now, nearly. Hey, time flies, doesn't it, when you're having fun? It'll show Ivan there as well. That's another helmet company that's here doing some fantastic race support. Of course, it is 40 years of ally here at the TT. Show his competitors, shall we say? Now, if you keep walking along, we come to the awning of Bruce Mirror and Chris Schofield. Now, of course, Chris Schofield was involved in that incident on the weekend, but we have all heard that they're all okay. Now, can we just get a quick little chat? You've got a British Championship passenger, Josh Smith, here, and another mechanic. I'm really sorry, I don't know your name, sir. Sorry?
Woody.
Woody, nice to meet you. Nice to see you, Woody.
Yeah,
so, there's no bikes in the awning. Where they all are?
So Bruce has just gone up now, just to screw the name in, and Chris's bike, obviously, as you know, he's had a bit of a moment at Bishop's Court. So it's totally gone. We've just put it away, kept it hidden, sort of kept it out of that way, people. But both rider and passenger are doing well. Chris and Tom both well.
Oh, fantastic. Well, that is good to hear. Of course, TT is a great place, but it can bite you sometimes. But it's very. I'm pleased to hear that we're both okay.
So I appreciate it, mate. Yeah, they're both all right. Obviously last year Chris had his he kind of crashed last year as well, but he's got his bit. It feels a bit down, but he's all right. He's all right. Honestly, he'll come back. He's fine.
Marvellous, marvellous. And how's Bruce's TT going so far?
All right, yeah. He was a bit disappointed they didn't get out for because I've had quite a few sort of pushbacks, haven't we, with sort of sessions and stuff. So he's only got a couple of laps in, but he's up for it. He's well up for it. Gashi over there is his passenger, and he's up for it as always. Yeah, he's loving it. He's loving it. Yeah, he's done a few TTs, hasn't he, Brucey? So he's all right. He seems to be up for it.
Fantastic, fantastic. And well, while Gash is here, let's take the opportunity just to get a quick word with him.
Must be stuck.
How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, we're good. Weather's looking good today. 2 sessions. Yeah, hopefully everything goes well. It's been a very disjointed week, various reasons. We got a puncture. Tuesday night was knocked on the head for weather. Red flag Wednesday. Last night knocked on the head for other reasons. So yeah, nice to get out now. 2 sessions today.
Yeah, it'd be fantastic. And the first one's 45 minutes, the second one's 40 minutes. You haven't got the opportunity to possibly get 4 or 5 laps in, possibly.
Well, I mean, just to get out there, get the flying lap, and get the flying lap finished. That's a biggie. That's a biggie. So yeah, I think we only need 1 more lap to actually qualify the bike. We've got the time. We've got 2 laps. We need 1 lap to qualify the bike. So get that dialed in. That's the pressure off, and it's just going to have a bit of fun then after that.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. And fun in the sun, eh?
Fun in the sun.
Also, we were just saying before that the bike has to have a full tank of juice in for this morning. So, how do you feel about that?
We actually ran full tank on Wednesday night anyway. Yeah, we said, you know what, there's no point going down the hill, going down the Quarter Bridge with a relatively unknown tyre unless you're really going to push the limits with the full tank of fuel. See how it'll react when you're hard on the brakes in the first corner, see what it's going to do. So yeah, we've tried it already and happy enough.
Wow, superb. Well, all the best for today and all the best for tomorrow. The first of the 2 big days tomorrow, eh? Be getting to sleep tonight.
Yeah, big day tomorrow. Look, thankfully they've pushed it out to 4 o'clock as well, because I like my bed, basically, Jack. So I don't have to get up at silly o'clock in the morning and get the bike ready. So yeah, and look, we've myself and Bruce have a nice little setup. We've got the lads giving us a hand. We got Mick and Bob on the spanners with us as well, which has really taken the pressure off myself and Bruce and just kind of left us to do our own thing.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, all the best for today and good luck for tomorrow as well. Okay?
Super stuff. Thanks.
Good speaking to you as always. Now, just come to the corner. We can't leave the young one out, can we? So, Joshua Smith, how are you doing?
I'm all right, you?
Yeah, good, thank you. I am. So, obviously, you are Dave Schofield's passenger in the British Championship. How are you two getting on?
Better now, hopefully. We've got Anglesey in 3 weeks' time.
Croft wasn't great because we had a bit of an issue with the bike, but we've been to a couple of club meetings since and sorted that out, so it should be fine.
And also, you're having a dabble with the Formula 1 as well, aren't you? You're doing quite well in the British Formula 1 Championship.
Yeah, yeah, we can do better, but we've only been out on the bike twice and we're finishing top 10 in British F1, so I've got 2 more rounds with Rob, and hopefully in them 2 we can kick on a bit and try and catch some of you lads up at the front.
No, spot on. And so what do you make of TT so far?
As a spectator, it's really good. Red flags aren't ideal, but obviously I'll still be up there with Bruce today anyway, so it's not ruined it for us. Chris is fine, so it's just one of them things. It's part of it.
Oh, fair enough, fantastic. Well, good speaking to you, Josh. Got any jokes?
No.
Oh, well, never mind then. Spot on. See you in a bit. Can we just get a freewheeling off you? Marvellous. Good luck, everybody. See you later.
See you later, mate. What's that?
Now then, unfortunately, we had some, well, shall we say bittersweet news last night. So the number 19 pairing of Dan Knight and Ben Hughes, unfortunately, won't be competing anymore because Ben has had to go back home to see the birth of his first child. His partner's pregnant and it's due any time now, and so he had to rush back last night. Obviously, you could say it's unfortunate for Knight and the team, but life's life, isn't it? It's a child, and yes, the TT is amazing, but there's more to life than the TT. Is there? I don't know. Let's go and see if we can get a crack with anyone. Right, we're no one's about, but we'll come back later. But yes, no, it's a fantastic bike as well. It's beautifully turned out. Green Ant Racing, of course. Anthony Eades, he raced himself back in the Darley Mirror Championship and what have you. All right. Morning. Morning. And just Team Found's going past there. We'll catch up with them in a little bit. But no, Paddock is buzzing today. Now here on the right, we've got the Crawford and Hardy pairing, number 8. Now they've had a bit of a. I think they've only got 1 lap in so far this week. They had a bit of engine trouble, I know, on Monday night. But I think they put a new motor in. They're only one of 2 teams winning the Kawasaki engine. The other one is, of course, Dave Molyneux. I'll just see if Mike's up for a chat now. Hello. Hey, you don't fancy a quick chat to camera, Mike, do you? Me? Yeah. Can I come in? Oh, Scott, do you fancy a quick chat? Yeah, spot on, no.
I might say something inappropriate. You're doing it now, aren't you?
Never mind. Of course, I just got a bit of doing a bit of homework in the background there. Of course, it's been a long week. They haven't been out since.
Yeah, it's been a difficult week for everybody, hasn't it?
Come on, mate. Just a quick chat. So what's the situation with the craft with you lot then?
Well, we've just had some ridiculous luck. We had a very small oil bolt come out and it sheared, and half of it fell out, and the other half, I think, fell into the engine because he went out in the next practice. And he was flat out down Cronkey Straight and 65, 70 psi oil pressure, and all of a sudden we had none. And he stopped it straight away. But you just wouldn't use that engine ever again. You know, it needs a full rebuild. So we've put the number 2 practice engine in, and it seems pretty good. We had a very, very minor problem the other night, which we aired very much on the side of safety. But everybody's obviously in the same boat. We've had 2 sessions cancelled, and I mean, there's some teams that haven't done a single lap. I mean, John Holden hasn't done a lap through ridiculous bad luck. But that's a TT. There's things happen over here that just don't happen on the mainland. So you have to cater for every eventuality, and even then you fall short. But that is the TT.
Absolutely, mate. And of course, yourself, you've done a TT many a times. How many TTs did you do?
I think I did 4 or 5. Yeah, I did 4 or 5. I think the first one was in '98. That was the TT that was nearly rained off. We only got one race on the Tuesday morning. I think I finished 18th or something, and I missed best newcomer by 200ths of a second. Gary Bryan got it, but it's weird because when you're out there, it's obviously nothing like short circuit racing, and then you come back and you do some short circuit racing, and the bloody race is over so fast, and it takes a bit of getting back into it. I mean, the short circuit races are so fast and furious compared to the TT. You just get into the really fast lads, just get into a rhythm. They get into the zone. A classic example of that has got to be the Crow brothers and Ben and Pete, the top three. They just seem to get into the zone, and they're just so quick. I mean, Lee and Scott, they're getting quicker every time they go out, and we'll be there or thereabouts maybe in a couple of years, but it takes a long time to get up to those speeds. But yeah, it's a brilliant place.
Absolutely fantastic as well. And of course, this year, last time we saw you here, you were on Suzuki engines. Now you've made a change to Kawasaki. What was the thought behind that?
The fundamental thought about that was that Suzukis are fabulous for short circuit. They have the bottom end and the mid-range grunt. They run out at top end. They just struggle a little bit at top end, and you need top end for the TT. And obviously there is a rule change coming in next year that there's supposed to be a rule change coming in that it's standard engines as they leave the factory, 6-speed gearboxes, no porting, standard cams, factory cams, and of course the Kawasaki engine comes fully ported and everything with just standard out the box. So our thinking was, well, if we're going to change, we need to change to something that we can work with. That the Hondas, some of those engines out there, the 10, 15, 20,000 pound a unit, and I think the TT's trying to get away from the unfair advantage situation. And to be fair, you want the TT to be won by a team that's put in the best overall performance, not just the team that's got the fastest motor. And there is an unfair advantage situation out there, and I think they are going to rectify that, and then that would be very interesting, because I think your top three would possibly become your top six then. But you know, you can't take anything away from the Crows, from Ben and Kevin and Peter and Jevon. They are absolutely on it. It's fantastic, you know.
Anyhow, well, we'll leave you there, Mike, and obviously Scott's doing some homework, so we'll leave him to it. But all the best for the qualifying today. You've got 2 sessions, of course, today, and the big day tomorrow as well.
Yeah, thank you.
No, very well. Can just get freewheeling off you, mate.
No, I don't even know how to do it, mate. Is that it?
Hey, there we
There
go.
you go.
Marvellous. And look who's just turned up, right on cue. The driver, the main man himself, Lee Crawford. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Just went out for breakfast this morning and ready to go, so hopefully today goes ahead and yeah, we'll get on for it.
Yeah, but on two sessions today, you got the opportunity to get 4 or 5 laps in. Do you think you'll be going for many laps as possible?
Yeah, we've got a plan to do both sessions and do as many laps as we can. Like everyone, we've not had enough laps yet, so yeah, good. Obviously, we've done 1 lap, which is difficult because we've only seen parts of the circuit once. I've seen to Glen Helen 3 times so far, so I've got that nailed. But yeah, after Glen Helen, everything's a little bit of a blur, so we just need to get on and get working on the sectors that we know we're lacking in a bit. So, but no, good first lap, happy, standing start, nearly our personal best actually, and we backed off over the mountain a fair bit. So I know we've got a lot left in the tank for today's session. So.
Fantastic. And I take it the bike's at scrutineering at the moment, is it?
Yeah, I think so. Otherwise, someone's robbed it off us. But yeah, the lads have took it up there now for pre-checks. So we'll wait. What time is it now? We've got a little bit of time left, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got about an hour and a half. But
yeah, so just a bit of chill now until we're ready to go.
Spot on. And it's full tank of juicing for the first session.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I'm not bothered really. It is what it is. As long as all of us are in the same boat, go out with a full tank and see how we get on. I think it'll be a bit of a difference to some speeds out there. You don't really know what people are running, do you? So we've been doing the whole week so far and every session with about 30 litres in the tank every time. So that extra 10 litres ain't really going to make much of a difference, I don't think. The bike's geared and set up for a certain amount of laps for us. So it should be fine.
Fantastic. Well, all the best for today and tomorrow. Can we just get freewheeling off you?
Of course.
Marvellous. Thank you very much, sir. Oh, what a fantastic team. What a brilliant, Sidecar racing dynasty, the Crawfords are. Mike has done it for years. He helps build the engines, tune the engines, and he's a great support in the fact. And of course, helping on the mechanicking side, you've got the legend Tony Baker, who's done numerous TT. He had #1 plate back here in the 80s, and he's just a great guy, really. He still races now, and he's into the at least mid-70s. He's some boy. Now then, here we come to the bottom end of the paddock. Heart of Nobles Park. Still got some Sidecar boys down here. That sun is beating down here. It's fantastic today. There's not a black cloud in sight. It's looking lovely over the sea. So hopefully that'll be blowing our way and keeping it superb for 2 fantastic sessions. It's brilliant to see so many solo teams here as well, of course. It's a tremendous turnout. Up to over 60 bikes in the solo races, of course. There's 33 bikes. The 33 numbers in the sidecars. There's only 31 bikes here, unfortunately. No one uses the number 13 anymore, just due to superstitious reasons. And of course, we're lacking the entry of Darren Hope and Lenny Bumfrey, who have decided not to join this year, even though their entry was put in. Now this is a camp of Steve and Matty Ramsden. I was just hoping that there might have been about actually, but I think people are just starting to head up to scrutineering, so we might be lacking a few people. But look at it, there's loads of people out here. It's superb to see. Fancy a quick chat, camera chat, Andy? Fancy a quick chat?
Yeah, can do.
Yeah, spot on. So you've got the camera Andy King and Andy Sigsworth as well.
I don't know where he is. Up at physio getting taped up probably.
How's your week gone so far then, Andy?
It's been a bit hit and miss really, to be honest. I'm struggling to get this front tyre working. Trying a few different settings every night. It sort of improves in one area, and yeah, we'll get there. There'll be a sweet spot in there somewhere.
Oh, spot on. Yeah, because obviously this is the first year Sidecars are running on the Hoosier tyres. Yeah. So generally, how do you think they're going?
I think generally they're okay. I mean, they seem to vary a lot from bike to bike.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there's a lot of fast boys at the front who don't seem to be having. The older style outfits like mine seem to be having more trouble with them than the newer stuff. So, it could be something to do with that. We'll get to the bottom of it.
All right.
We'll get there. I'm just trying to make it right. It's probably my last TT, so.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, Andy, I'll not be hearing that.
Yeah. Well, if bringing the standard engine rule in means my engines are now unusable, and I'll have to buy another load, and it's just I'm not jumping through those hoops again. I've done that before, and we can't. It's a financial thing, really.
Oh, dear me. Well,
we'll see.
I'm saddened to hear that, Andy.
To be fair, if we have a bad one, then we'll have to come back. You can't finish on a bad one, can you? So.
Absolutely not. No. No. So obviously you got 2 sessions today. Have you got a plan in mind?
Well, 2 laps first session, or maybe one and some adjustments, and another one just to try and pin down this front tyre.
Yeah.
And then the same as usual, the very last session is always a one-lap bed anything in, brake pads or anything new you decide you want to change, just ready for Saturday. So.
Yeah, ready for the big day, yeah?
Yeah.
So what exactly are the tyres doing then?
On my outfit, we get an awful lot of head shake on the brakes from high speed down, especially most of them are right-handers. But
just like Quarter Bridge and what?
Quarter Bridge, Ballacrane. It was still doing it at Solby, Gooseneck, Craig. You name it. It was, people at Solby must have thought, oh, what's going on here? this thing arriving with the head shaking.
Dear me, yeah. But,
I just
think the adjustments will mitigate that.
Well, hopefully, tyre pressures and suspension adjustments. I'll find. We'll somewhere in there is a sweet spot. They're just seem very, very much more sensitive than the Avons were.
Ah, right, I see.
So we'll deal with it. I started testing them last September. Before I just put my hand in my pocket and bought a set and sort of been playing with them ever since. So we thought we got it cracked because on the circuits back home felt great. Little issue with getting temperature into them, but apart from that, here it's just.
Well, this place is mine.
And other people had trouble at home, and they get here and they're fine.
Oh, right, I see.
It's a bit unpredictable.
Oh, dear me.
That's the only issue. Yeah.
But apart from that, TT's going up too. But apart from obviously the sessions.
The bike's great, the engine's great. Keith Whiting builds my engines. He's really good. They're awesome. The bike's fine. Just needs a quicker rider on it.
Oh, no.
As always, the bike's quicker than I am. So.
Anyhow, all the best for today and for tomorrow's course. Can we just get a little freewheeling off you, Andy?
Cheers. Thanks.
Marvellous. Thank you. Fancy a good chat? Oh, go on. Now let's have a little look up here. These are of course the new team, the newcomer this year, the Flying Dutchman as they're called. I think they've had a great TT so far. I know the passenger seemed ecstatic when I've been speaking to them, Jermaine Van Minigo. I'll just have a little walk up, see if anyone's about now. We can find a path through, guys. What a holiday the TT must be. If you come in spectating, chuck your tent in the paddock. It's absolutely fantastic. I won't know, of course, because I'm working. And of course, we are limited on bikes at the moment because a lot have gone up to scrutiny. We heard the final call then for scrutiny. So some might be panicking to get up. Now let me just see if anyone's about that I can get a little interview with. They're both away, are they? Oh, well, never mind, we should come back later.
One is to the toilet, so he will back in every minute, and the other one won't bring it. I don't know. And the other one, I don't know where he is.
Spot on, well.
But the sidecars are mostly the caravan.
Do you want a quick chat?
Huh?
Do you want a chat? To camera?
No. I bring you a big one.
All right, spot on. Well, I think they're coming out now, of course. Obviously, a bit of rest. Sorry? Is he?
No, he's just fitting in the caravan.
Oh yeah, you can fetch him out. That'd be brilliant. I don't know, right? Sorry? Oh, right, I've got to wrap it up. Fantastic. So here he is, Riggott Cronenberg, newcomer this year. How are you finding the TT?
It's brilliant. It's just one word, it's brilliant. It's easy as that, yeah. It's unbelievable. Yeah. That is, yeah, it's unbelievable.
Oh, fantastic. And you've done a few laps in qualifying so far. How's the bike feeling out there?
The bike feels good. Yeah, it's just learning the track, go round, and let's see what happens. Yeah.
Get on. So you got the opportunity of 4 or 5 laps today. So have you got a plan in mind?
We try to do all the laps.
Oh,
what we can do, round. That's the only way to learn it. Just go. That's it.
And of course, your father-in-law is Eckhart Rossinger as well. He was a big sidecar name, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely he is. Yeah. He's he helped us so much. Without him, we could not do it. It's easy as that.
He's done the TT before as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, 2 times he did. Yeah, I don't know exactly what years, but he did. Yeah,
fantastic. And he runs the training Schlager in Val de Vienne at the start of the year.
Yeah. In Val de Vienne, in the end of March. That's always, yeah.
As well as the International Sidecar Trophy, which is sort of like the European Championship, isn't it, at the moment?
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, in the early days there was European Championship, and now it's Sidecar trophies, also for starters, and yeah, to level up. And, yeah,
fantastic. So you go out today with a full tank of fuel in. So how do you feel?
Yeah, just slowly the first rounds, and then we see how it feels.
Yeah,
That's why it is. So yeah,
Brilliant.
just go.
Happy camp off.
Yeah, enjoy, and that's it.
Marvellous, brilliant.
Yeah.
Can we just get a freewheeling then?
Yeah.
Good luck today,
Okay,
mate. Good luck
thanks,
today. Have a good one. Well, I think that is bringing our paddock wonders to an end. So, thank you very much for joining on this. Isn't the Sidecar Paddock amazing? The TT Paddock is fantastic, especially in the sun. So if you're out on the island, please do come down. Say hello to us in the freewheeling tent in the merch shop, and say hello to all the Sidecar teams as well. But freewheeling, by the sport, for the sport.
Race 1 of the Alaman TT 2023.
This is it. In our sport, this is the big showdown.
Away they go. We are three-wheel racing in the Isle of Man once again. And is it going to be the Ben and Tom Birchall show, or will it be Pete Fownes and Jevon Walmsley? What are we going to see from Ryan and Callum Crowe?
More outfits leaving the grandstand. Bit of wheel spin away there.
That's extremely close.
To be up in 5th place as a newcomer is brilliant.
That is even quicker.
Yep, you see the helicopter struggling to keep up.
And Fownes and Walmsley. Gaggle of outfits coming up the mountain. Super hard to pass here.
They're not scared of jumping that outfit, that is for sure.
Continuous pry the throttle hard on the exit there. Have a look at this. Oh, they've done it. They've broken the 120 mark on lap 2. Absolutely incredible.
We have witnessed history at the Isle of Man once again.
They take the checkered flag.
And the arm raised, and rightly so. What a performance from Ben and Tom Birchall.
Everything were right, Tom were perfect. 100 years of cycle racing, what a ride, it was something else.
We made up with the second lap, we broke the 190. Let's see if we can go a bit more in the next race.
Never really thought that I'd ever turn right into this park firmly again. We're so happy.
What a way to celebrate the centenary.
If TTs were meant to be easy, everyone would have a go at doing it, wouldn't they?
Road racing is far more exhilarating, pumps the old adrenaline up massively.
This thing hits the bumps. I mean, your chin takes a pounding, your body takes a pounding.
I think I'm built for the bumps.
Okay, what are you giving here? Got to try.
This TT, isn't it? That's what we expect.
It is what it is now. 3 laps today. Just get a finish, get home, have a beer.
Battle against the course, battle against yourself. It's what the TT's about, isn't it?
Just glad to be here in the 100th anniversary.
And away we go.
Look at the speed. That looks far from comfortable. Absolutely tied in a knot in that sidecar outfit, trying to hide from the wind. Very exciting young pairing.
This is that wheel spin as they come out of Quarterbridge there. On it. Just look at this. Taking an absolute battering.
Yeah, they're not going to back off to the end. They've got to keep the pressure on the Birchalls.
Through the timing beam, they've broken their own lap record. Look at this.
Oh, look at the speed.
Unreal.
Heart's pounding now. It's hard work, we all know that.
Obviously, it's completely different around here. There's officially 2 pensioners on this bike.
I just hang on to him, to be fair. I've just done my fastest ever lap.
Driver's up for it and I'm up for it, so hopefully we can push on a bit more.
So impressive. Oh, look at him go.
Tucking in now and up through the gears. It's an absolutely epic performance from Ben and Tom Birchall. Their 11th TT win in a row, a total of 14.
Wow, what a phenomenal TT.
To do 120 lap at 100 years, to come away with 2 wins, mega. Shame we won the top step, but 120 is a bonus, isn't it? To get 3rd out of the week we've had, couldn't ask for anything else. We managed to do a 120, so next year's got to be 121, hasn't it?
It's been a bit wild at the end here, hasn't it? Huh? Yeah.
It's going to make TT 2024 something to behold